Hey guys, Tightrope here, bringing you a 1v1 today. We're on Twin Beaches. Place spawning in the south, we've got bibotot with Wehrmacht. Immediately going for breakthrough. Opposing him, we have 2 top, 1 CC with US forces unselected currently. In terms of rankings, bibotot I think around 60, and US player CC is around 80. Yeah, I think about it.
Ready to scout.
Okay, so Kitten making use of its vision, seeing what's on top of the hill. Machine gun positioning, catches the rifleman. And is... Oh, they get around the corner. Stop targeting them, which has kind of allowed them to sneak around, and no reposition on the machine gun after this. The machine gun's going to get flanked here. Okay, it's a double scout start actually from the US player. 2 scouts, 2 riflemen. He's building another scout now. So it must be going for airborne into Pathfinder, as far as he hasn't done it so far.
MG42 and crew available.
Kitten, 2 MGs and a grenadier so far.
The enemy is striking at our infantry company.
And should be able to stick around for the neutralizer, or maybe not actually.
Our territory is exposed. We
It's
must
like there are a
re-establish
few models
connection.
out of cover, and they were dying real fast. Gets the neutralizer
The enemy
though.
has cut us off.
Cuts
We have
off
territory
a
out of
large
supply.
amount of territory sectors, branching out to that side with a scout to do even more harass. Meanwhile, the Kitten is camping up here, but it's also been cut off. But you can kind of expect this from a US player who's gone for so many scouts. It's a lot of capping power early on. Looks like he cancelled a scout and went for another rifleman, so just the 2 scouts.
Check the line. Capture
Which
point.
if you're not going for Pathfinders, definitely the right way.
Grenadiers
You don't
assembled.
want any more than 2
We
scouts.
are losing control of a sector.
Just don't have enough firepower to make sense other than that.
MG42 and crew ready.
Kitten comes out to
Enemy
do some
forces
capping
have
off to the
claimed our
side.
territory.
MG and hop pursuit. I think this is the first time we've ever seen anybody jump into this building, by the way.
That's enemy infantry! Keep them back!
Well done to CC.
The enemy has claimed our sector.
MG42 and
MG
crew
now
ready.
capping on the hill as well.
Enemy infantry! Scheiße!
Sprinting in with the grenadiers.
We're dropping like flies here!
The scout's low, but they're going to be alright. Scout though getting chased off the far side. Either way, some strong territory control for CC to this point. Looks like he's rolling this into an infantry support center. Oh, a motor pool, okay. So should be a relatively fast light vehicle,
and crew
given
ready.
the fuel control to this point. Jumps back into the building, but so there's only 1 window in each direction. Not a very strong building to be sitting inside. Nice flank though. Captain came in from this side. MG turned to face him, and then
We have
rifleman coming in
territory
from
cut
the
off
US
supply.
forces base area. Gets the flank off. Okay, is cutting this off. And it looks like the machine gun's not going to connect to this sector in time to, to actually work that cutoff correctly. Or
Alarm.
nullify it.
Sector overrun.
So 2 grenadiers. And some healing going on this squad now since they've hit 1.
Scheiße!
Doesn't have sprint, otherwise probably would have used it to close the distance here.
Down! Take cover,
It's a
Kinder!
little bit too much damage on the way, and with 2 squads there.
Sectors are isolated.
Has
We
to
have been
retreat.
cut off.
And here's the Greyhound. This is a fast one. 6 minutes already on the field doing damage. And that means he's gone armored, because you can see he's got vet on that immediately. So he's gone straight for veteran crews. And went for a fast deploy as well, so that's why The Greyhound was hitting the field so quickly,
Grab this weapon. Keep
We are
fighting.
losing control of a sector.
build time halved. Still, you know, was doing well in terms of fuel timing as well, thanks to the
Back to full strength.
high field presence in the early game.
Silence.
Going back here for the Grenadiers. I do think this is a pretty good map for the Greyhound. Sometimes the Greyhound seems to have some trouble with elevation, and this map largely quite flat, you know. You've got like these rises in certain areas, but large sectors of the map
Territory lost.
are quite flat. These shots should be colliding with the ground on
Location.
the Greyhound. Got an anti-tank gun coming in from bibotot next.
You need us.
No healing as of yet.
At once, Commandant.
Really popped the phosphorus rounds. Does increase penetration, as it says there on the description. Not sure by how much though. And yep, Grey coming through on the Greyhound. The pack is on the field now, coming up from base. Looks like there was just like a double click construction on it, so still has a wee way to go.
Victory point lost.
Bibotot does need some healing quite badly, otherwise these Greyhound shots are going to be very potent. Certainly threatening wipes, but there we go, kind of base the Greyhound in with a late retreat. Oh, well, it's not enough damage. 2 shots, you know, adds up to 320, he's got 360 health, a little bit of small arms, but not quite enough to seal the deal.
We
The
have
drive-by, that's the second Greyhound from CC. Wilson retreats.
On the flank.
Gonna go for
The enemy has claimed
kill,
our
but
territory
doesn't
for
get
their
it.
own.
Grenadiers. Back to full strength.
able to skate away.
We have
Okay, he's gone for the
vehicles ready to take
recovery
the field.
vehicle.
Area is ours.
Check in on the battle groups. And yeah, definitely bibotot in some trouble. And he's gone for a third Grenadier in the meantime. I didn't notice that. Third green picked up rather late. And a second AT gun. Twin Beach is one of the worst maps for double AT guns. It's quite a hard rotation from one side to the other.
Deployed.
Reasonably large map for 1v1, so
Keep them back.
should still allow plenty of opportunities for these Greyhounds. Okay, he deployed the recovery vehicle and he's repairing his Greyhound up with it. I don't think I've seen the animation for that recently, but
The enemy has
seems to be
taken our
very
territory.
green, the repairs.
Infantry are trying to kill us.
Did their recovery vehicle, I think, got like a cost decrease or something, right? Greyhound shuts down that capture attempt. Lost control of the fuel on this side. Looking a bit grim for bibotot. Really needs these double AT guns to knock out one of these Greyhounds, but you know, not easy. They need a little bit of extra damage on top of the double shots. Can make it difficult. Greyhound quite fast as well, quick to dodge away from that potential damage. This is where the mines can come in handy, but bibotot hasn't found the opportunity to plant many of them. I think we saw one coming up from the kitten earlier. Captain's artillery coming down on one AT gun, the other one a little bit further back, could have been alright.
Territory sector lost.
Okay, throws in the Faust there.
We have
It's a
command
very
points
low,
that require
but
use.
there's no follow-up. Where's that mine? It's over here. But the Greyhound's going to back off in this direction, so it's not going to polish it off. Both AT guns quite low in health after that, so he's going to start backing away. Does not have the healing, actually. Really needs the healing.
MG-42 and crew ready.
We're losing men here.
coming back onto the
medics
field
will be
at
deployed
low
at
health,
headquarters.
it just ends up costing you so much manpower in the long term. Pretty much as soon as you got fuel.
We have a full crew once
Okay,
more.
but we've got the Bibotot's already got Panzer Company down, but still so far away from a tank. In this situation, I probably would have favored going for a Stug instead,
Grenadiers, back to full
because
strength.
that's still a long way off a
Upgrade
tank,
complete.
and you can lose the game in that timing
Hold you for now.
very easily. It's dicey. Has done a good job of not getting triple capped that much though, so not actually losing on the victory points at this stage, surprisingly.
MG team has captured the
So
territory.
I suppose, you know, in that regard he's doing okay, and not losing control of the field too often. Seems like okay, he's building a bunch of rifleman mines. The heavy AT mines would be much better served going
We are
for
losing possession of a
bars.
capture point.
Just continuing the pressure with the rifleman at this stage, instead of spending his munitions on the mines, which
Promoted.
maybe the kitten's got to run into them, but
A capture point is
nothing
being
else
lost.
for another like 4 minutes or so. Seems like a bit of a waste.
He's fucking dead. He's dead.
Greyhound's coming in from a couple
We have lost
different
the sector.
angles. AT guns rolling up the middle, but there is some space down the side. The scout is doing a bit of capping down there.
Territory lost.
You know, got the kitten doing some reconnaissance. Same story with the Pios, providing some vision. And the riflemen not that imposing without the bars at this stage. They're there, but
Over the wall.
they're not really forcing anything off quickly enough. Scout now branching out to the fuel. Did also cap down here, going for a deep fuel harass, neutralizing that. Maybe a little bit too much inactivity from
One of our
CC's
capture points is
Greyhound
under
as
attack.
well. Doing a strategy like this, you need to be constantly probing, looking for windows of opportunity. A bit more active with your light vehicles.
We are losing the lead.
The armor has us in range.
Just one back in, shuts down that cap. Got to neutralize the
enemy
fuel
have
as
taken
well.
our territory.
Slow down the progress on that
Get back on the gas.
to a halt.
Territory captured.
Standing by.
Managed to push out a... oh, did I miss a squad of grenadiers going down? Apologize.
Double.
Ooh, Pyro is very low, but so are the scouts. Yeah, Stormtrooper, expensive reinforced, but because of Grenadier merge, if you've got a strategy like this where you have a lot of Grenadiers standing around, can makes the Stormtrooper make a lot more sense. People are going
Already.
Rapid production protocols are in effect.
AFK. Going for rapid production. Now, okay, he's mobilizing now. Maybe to the phone or something. But yeah, just digging in back here, playing very defensively, not continuously trying to probe
Ready.
all the sectors on the edge, trying to deny as much territory as possible.
Hang up support.
Getting Bibotot off the hook here a bit. You're investing this much into light vehicles, you need to get a bit more done than this. He's also put down a fuel cache out the back there. He's got tank depot up, and it looks like, is that a Hellcat first? Yeah. I mean, 15 minutes is not a bad shout, I suppose. Has he got grenades? No, he doesn't have grenades yet either.
The carriages are available,
So-
Commander.
Alright,
Get around.
doesn't have an anti-tank gun, so that's fine.
Fuck. I'm in.
Oh! His own mine! GG. No
You have
retreat.
3 command points at
Scout
your
dead.
disposal.
Oh, he's gone for a Scott.
That's the hunter. It's on us.
Not just the grenade, so I might as well just retreat in this situation.
Keep in cover.
So low on health. And model count, I'm not going to get much done. It's outside the buildings falling fast as well. Let's retreat, but maybe this was time for a manual retreat, jumping out this side of the building and soft retreating off to a safe place because he nearly lost the squad there. We've been getting very low, but still at full model, so he's going to retreat, save the manpower.
Artillery incoming!
I believe if you're trying to merge in base and you have like reinforcement queued up, don't think you get your manpower back. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I believe that's the case at the moment. Need to maybe like cancel auto reinforce, cancel the models in the queue and hit the merge.
I need a man on that 42.
He's gone for a second Scott now. Immediate Vet 1 on them. And he's not... Okay, he's got phosphorus ticked on one of them. Yeah, that phosphorus, that's the X factor on the Scots. Pretty broken ability for 0 munitions. Getting it immediately. Okay, heavy AT mine. Makes the Panzer IV into that. With the Hellcat.
We have 300 points remaining.
Hellcat.
We've taken them down to 300 points, Commander.
What? Did he cancel it? Maybe he cancelled it for another Scott.
The enemy remains stubborn.
Not sure.
We are down to 300 points.
Either way, he doesn't have the Hellcat, so, you know, he's got the heavy AT mine. This could have been the green light to, you know, the Hellcat could have just rolled up here, knocked this out in about 3 shots, but instead, it's going to back away. Looks like you can get some repairs going while it's crawling back like this. I don't think this was really possible in Code 2 to repair on the move basically at all. It does appear to be possible in this game.
Now get back into fight.
And maybe the repair range tethers
Pioneers,
about
waiting
3
orders.
range, it looks like, before the repairs get interrupted by being too far away. Okay, we've got more mines up here. Here's the Hellcat. Did I miss it? Or he must have just produced it, surely.
We're tracking
Yeah.
them on 300
Does
points.
have the rapid production, so. A lot of health damage from these Scots, but not really dropping the models. He's got 2 kills, 3 kills, so 5 in total. Trying to plant a mine, but interrupted. There's another heavy mine right there. This is good. You know, you want to be probing with the Greyhound away from the Panzer IV, looking for opportunities like this. This is not the best time to be going in, but it's going to work out probably. It's going for a bit of a chase, but the AAT guns are down here. I think a very dangerous game. Could have cost him his Greyhound there.
To us.
On the field.
Another squad of Stoss throw for Bibo, and not too far away from a second tank at this stage. Only about 110 victory points behind as well. Scout takes heavy cover, stalling the Panzer IV's rotation, but now their cover's destroyed. So the turret on the P4 a little bit too slow. It's going to get away. But yeah, as I said, no triple cap against Bibo, so been under pressure a long time, but it feels like the tide's about to turn.
Has captured the territory.
No bars on the rifleman, so pour it on. It's not really going to suppress these Stoss either.
When the shells have blown out my ears. Step aside, man. I'll be relying on you boys. Keep me pointed.
Come
front one should be assigned when possible.
Cover getting flattened all over the show. Guess this Panzer just hates boats because he's destroyed 3 or 4 of them now. That was Scott trying to barrage one of the shells hitting the roof.
Our front line failed.
Still haven't seen him use the phosphorus once, which is not a good sign. Okay, bit 3 on the kitten now, hiding around this corner. Hellcat takes a shot there. Oh boy, he's a bit slow backing off. Gonna survive though. Got a second Hellcat. Second Panzer IV hitting the field. The Panzer, it's a nasty shot. The rifleman go down. A bit slow on the retreat. Now Bebo, 88 population to 71.
250 points.
Let's turn the corner, it feels like, Bebo.
Our adversary is pushing back. We are down.
The AT guns rolling up the hill. Bit of a traffic jam here. Panzer IV, it looks like it can phase through the AT gun quite cleanly. Did decrew the MG.
Let it fall into enemy hands.
One Scott goes down. Captain overstaying his welcome, but they're lucky he doesn't fall either. Clearing up the other Hellcat. Yeah, just a slow bleed at the moment for CC. Just maybe didn't quite get enough done with the double Greyhounds early on. And now having trouble avoiding the double AT guns. But he's really regretting cancelling that initial Hellcat for another Scott because he got knocked out of that initial Panzer IV. It's like a GG level position. It's very strange to go for, you know, those rifleman mines and then it's detecting that one and then not having anything that can capitalize if a unit takes a heavy engine crit.
The enemy has
Tries to
claimed
go
our
for
sector.
the recovery with the recovery vehicle, but the double AT gun's taking no prisoners. Greyhound staying there too long. Hellcat's coming down the hill, but uh-oh.
We are down.
Not so good. The Scott's coming back in for a phosphorus maybe. Yep. The Panzer IV's now coming in. Hellcat's coming back around the corner. You outrange the Panzer IV's only just. Could have got a couple shots in there with slightly better control, but this does not seem like it's going too well for CC at this stage. Picks up a fresh recovery vehicle. Can you recover your recovery vehicle? Looks like you can.
One of our capture points is
A
under
lot
attack.
of repairs required now. But pretty fast, that recovery vehicle. I can't remember. I think it did get a recovery rate, repair rate boost at one stage. Bebo a little bit slow jumping onto the far VP though. It's about 200 victory points behind at this stage. Okay,
Territory
rebuilds
sector
the
lost.
Scott.
Territory ceased. Moving on.
Really about drawing these anti-tank guns out of position. That's the key to the match for CC at this stage.
Not like we are now.
Okay. He's rolling out to the right-hand side.
Panzer officers shall take up residence.
But yeah, I think ideally maybe the Greyhound would be probing, shutting down far capture attempts. Maybe drawing one Panzer IV over to this side. And then operating in the rest, on the rest of the map with the rest of the army. Yeah, the rifleman never getting the double bars is really just kind of bystanders at this stage of capping tools. Not posing much of a threat. Very low on veterancy. Grenade assault onto the building. Pretty good dodge on that.
We have finished the
Work
research.
here from the Greyhound. Decides to cancel the Faust. Would have been at risk of dying if he stuck around any longer. Kitten though with Vet 3 providing a crazy amount of vision. Looks like it gains a extra vision boost here. We can see how far away that can spot now. That is craziness. I think it maintains that kind of sight while it's moving as well, right? Not like a spotting scope type situation where you lose the vision while it's driving.
Give us a
Just
target.
reduced speed. And that's making it quite easy to catch these Hellcats. There are quite a few opportunities for flanks and whatnot on this particular map.
Ours to deploy.
In this case, if I was Bibo, I'd be mining up these avenues because you limit your exposure to those flanks.
Ready for new orders.
Okay, he's backing off for repairs.
Very secure.
Greyhound though, again, doing a pretty good job shutting stuff down. It's got a regular mine there.
Mine.
Got skirts on the Panzer IVs.
We are ready.
Don't think that really changes anything. 36 armor. I think the Hellcats are still 100% chance to pin the side armor. So it's not... doesn't really matter to the best of my knowledge. Look at what CC's got going. He's got a lot of resources, so it looks like he's stalling up for an easy 8. And then once he's got that,
200 points remain.
he's got to
We are
make
losing
something
our
happen. Scott's softening up the infantry. Grenadiers sprinting forwards, maybe looking for a snare. The AT guns are a little bit further back, not really able to support this infantry. So they can end up retreating, but again, he didn't lose any Stormtrooper models. AT guns are up here now, and the Scots, oh boy, they're in some trouble. Decent phosphorus out there though. Oh, he loses that. Absolute max range, unfortunate. Phosphorus though doing some major damage. BZ-8's rolling up here, but needs to unload that squad. And get to work. Hellcat's rolling in. We've still got one AT gun here. The other one's been chased away by the rifleman. But the Hellcat missing. That's not good.
All troops, Blitzkrieg is now in effect. Advance.
Pops the blitz here, and the AT gun polishing off that Hellcat. Quite clumsy usage of these Hellcats. Good smoke on the AT gun. The Easy 8's coming in now. Hits one of the heavy mines. Panzer IV goes down fast. Hellcat right the way out though. Now the Easy 8 backing off. Should have been a lot more successful there. But unfortunately for... CC. Hellcat's missing a bit. Maybe not the best coordination on these armoured attacks. Hard to control, you know, like 5 or 6 vehicles at once for sure, but that's what he signed up for, going for a build like this. This is crazy. Well, he gets lucky, gets the decrew. Big shot, wouldn't have killed the Easy 8 anyway, but it's a big risk to take. The Panzer IV maybe with a bit of a speed boost coming down the road. Kind of going for a base dive. Still very healthy on that P4.
Weapon crew on standby.
Yeah, look at that. The vision from the kitten spots him right the way out the back there. Insane how good that is. And there's the big boy, the Tiger, on the field for Bibo. Pretty much at 100 pop now as well. He's recovered this AT gun, could merge into it to get it back up to full strength as well. Seems like he's turned the corner. CC meanwhile down at 75-ish.
Keep it up.
Desperately needs another Hellcat. Whoa, great shot from the Greyhound, was that? No? We might have gone for the canister vet.
We are down to 200 points.
Oh, it's a heavy mine though with the Tiger. Didn't he have a sweeper right here? I'm surprised it didn't have the detection range to nullify that. I'll try to repair this up. Got a fresh Hellcat out, but this one, it's easy. It's still getting repaired, so it's slow. Did he try to recover?
Enemy control.
Maybe he tried to recover another Hellcat and that got interrupted. Got 2 Hellcats though, and the Easy 8. But the Tiger just about repaired off that damage now. Already the engine crit's gone. And yeah, the extra vision from that kitten is making life very difficult for CC.
128? Took his barrel out.
Enemy points at 300. Confirm.
Ammo box. Always was there.
Grenadiers under fire!
Easy 8 getting forced back by the AT guns. The vision from that kitten making life very difficult. Does have the Scott though, he can pop in some smoke. Counteract this a bit.
We should spend our munitions at once.
Let's advance a bit further, here he goes. It's actually still quite fast with that on, now there's Vet 3 isn't it?
What are your orders?
It's very fast. Might need to increase the move speed penalty on the recon scan there.
Five command points available.
Okay. Bunching out, shutting down the Stoss cap on the far edge. Tiger getting a nasty hit in there. Bunch retreats. Sending the sweepers forward first. Doesn't want to run into another heavy AT mine. He's pushing in like this. Picked him up on the hill. The lighthouse area at least.
The enemy has taken a victory point.
Just breaking a lot of the damage. Still go down though. Next shot from the Tiger. Oh. Okay, he's got a 3rd Hellcat, so he's at critical mass here. I think in this situation, you want to maybe lead with the Greyhound. Probe, maybe get the AT guns to rotate to face it, and then swoop in with the Hellcats from the other side. That would be how I'd go about it. And Greyhound unit's fast. Get yourself out of trouble. Comes the Easy 8 though to lead the charge. It doesn't really matter too much if the Greyhound goes down, right? Probably like the least crucial to CC's strategy at this stage. MG about to go down. Here comes the Hellcat train, but the Pios spot this. Tiger spins around. We've got both AT guns here. The Hellcat's driving right into close. He pops the blitz. The Hellcat's getting around the side a little bit of blocking. Takes out the Tiger. There was smoke on the AT guns. Would have been better if he went straight for the phosphorus. Greyhound forgetting to drive away here. The Easy 8's coming in now. Yeah, he could have used the phosphorus. It was off cooldown. I don't know what he's doing. Could have decrewed both these AT guns most likely. Hellcat goes in for a bit of a suicide mission, hoping he was gonna trade with the P4, but it doesn't quite work out that way. Now uses the phosphorus. Easy 8 coming back in. The AT guns are a little bit low here. They're going to set up. Easy 8 circles around them. Scott needs to switch off phosphorus and start actually hitting these. Oh, what's he doing? Turret switches to face the machine gun. Really needs to keep his eyes on the AT guns. Decrease one of them. Panzer IV forced back in here. Gonna line up on the Scott, but that's gonna survive a couple hits. Oh, there's a second Panzer IV hitting. And they all pin on the Easy 8, knocking it out. And with that now, bibotot1995, CC46. There's no anti-tank whatsoever. Bibo's going to be able to steal back these weapons. Got the kitten out the back there, spotting as well.
200 points remain.
If that was phosphorus at the start of the fight instead of smoke on those AT guns, that could have been a completely different story, but those AT guns were given way too much freedom.
The ability is ready.
And they ended up doing too much damage to the triple Hellcats. It actually knocks out the second pack. The Grenadiers could have got that, and looks like CC's going to call it quits there. GG. bibotot ends up taking it. Well, yeah, reasonably strong start. You know, the Greyhound kind of spam on Twin Beaches, I think, is quite hard to shut down if you don't go for like a Stug or your own tank. It's not the best map for the AT guns early on, especially. Like, it's just so much distance to rotate to either side. Can easily catch you off guard. But CC may be making some mistakes, not going for bars to really pile on the pressure during that phase of the game. Not setting up the triple caps, maybe not capping quite as aggressively as he could have, considering bibotot's struggles. Probably could have denied him even more territory and slowed down the Panzer IV even further. And then, you know, made sure the riflemen actually scaled into the late game as well. So they really lost their potency later on. But yeah, good fight back from Bibo. The kitten with the vision and the Vet 3, that was just nutty. Those AT guns were completely shutting down the enemy tanks because of the vision from that. Making it very difficult for CC to come in from an unexpected angle and just getting free damage, free vet on the AT guns with those long range cheap shots. Yeah, kitten is looking pretty good with that new vision mode. Well, anyway, guys, wrap on that. If you like what can be cast by me, details are in the video description below. Otherwise, I'll catch you off the next thrilling installment. Goodbye and good luck.